afternoon. Not my usual time to start a video, but I decided to maybe do a bit of a different video this week, just because it is the week before Easter. So Easter is, well, Good Friday is this Friday coming. And so it's a bit of an unusual week. And I just thought we're going into Kerry on Friday, so I thought I would do, and Luke is away today, so I thought I would do a kind of a cozy spend the day with me day here while I'm by myself. So it is lunchtime now and I have booked myself a Pilates class for after work. So it's at 7, so I finish work at 5:30, so I'm just going to do the ponies, have a girl dinner and then head to Pilates. As well as everything else, I don't know if I've mentioned, but I'm actually also doing like a part-time course, and at the moment one of our assignments is due, so I think once I get back from Pilates, going to have a shower, light my candles and try and break the back of one of our assignments that we have to get done. So that's kind of what's on the agenda today, but I just thought I would bring you along and show you what a typical midweek evening in the cottage is like. I also was just thinking that I read a lot of good books. Well, sorry, not a lot of good books. I read 3 really good books at the start of the year. I am in a bit of a reading slump at the moment, so yeah, I could probably do with some recommendations if there is anyone out there that actually has something that they've read recently that they think is good. But so I thought I would chat about some of the books I read at the start of the year. So the first one I read was The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna, and I think that was maybe like my 3rd or 4th Kristen Hanna book I read. Really enjoyed it. I love the historical fiction aspect, and yeah, I knew nothing about the Dust Bowl or the Great Depression or anything like that, and it was really interesting and insightful to read. It was kind of good to learn about. I found myself kind of Googling the history of it, which I like when a book does that. It makes you kind of think and want to learn more. So yeah, really good story, really good characters. You're kind of into it straight away. I feel like that's the thing Kristen Hanna's really good at doing, is like you're really into that world straight away. And yeah, it just like it doesn't take that, it's not like you have to give it 100 pages before you're into the story or anything like that. Like it's really just easy to get into from the outset. So I really enjoyed that one. The second one I read was, where is it now? Oh yeah, I really didn't think this would be something that I was into, because I kind of saw the reviews and I was a bit like, oh, love triangle or boring, or I just kind of thought it would be a bit basic and boring. But I was definitely wrong. It's called Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. Really good. Again, kind of gripping, kind of easy to get into. And I do find I need that with a lot of books I'm at the moment, that there's a lot going on between like work and my course and the house, and just, yeah, trying to balance everything. And I just sort of sometimes feel like my attention span is not what it used to be, and definitely consuming short form content on TikTok and Instagram is not helping that. But I just do feel like it's just really nice to pick up a book and you're just straight into it, and definitely felt like that with Broken Country as well. Really good characters and really good kind of twists and connections throughout the book. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then the last one I read that I also really enjoyed. So these are all ones like I gave The Four Winds. I gave The Four Winds 5 stars, gave Broken Country 4 stars. I wish on Goodreads you could give 4.5 stars. And then The Correspondent is the last one I read that I really enjoyed, and that's by Virginia Evans. And again, really like that. It's basically like follows a woman's life through a series of letters that she writes. Like she's really into writing letters and letter writing, and it's just interesting to really get to know a character through letters. It was just really kind of unique, interesting kind of book. And yeah, like you kind of find yourself warming to the character as you go throughout the book. Like at the start, you're like, oh, she doesn't seem like a very nice person. And then you kind of see things that have happened that made her that way and stuff. So yeah, it was really, really good, really well done, really well written. So those are 3 books I just thought I would mention because in case anyone is looking for some recommendations. I know sometimes it can be hard to find a good book. I feel like you can be in a really good flow with reading, and then as soon as you kind of get onto one that you're kind of struggle with, or you're not really that into it, it just does sort of set you back a little bit. So yeah, those books are definitely ones that I read recently that I would highly recommend. So yeah, I'm gonna go make myself a coffee to get through the afternoon of work, and then I am looking forward to my Pilates class later. I am just heading to Pilates now. Got the ponies done, and I am just loving the bright evenings. I've literally just picked up the camera just to say this, like, oh my god, that winter. I found that winter so tough. I think it was just the wetness, like the just constant wetness just really took it out of me. Like I don't ever remember like really struggling. Like I wouldn't ever say I was someone that has like, sad or anything like that. Like I usually quite like the seasons. I like winter. I tend to embrace it. But I just found, I think it was the lack of outside time just because it was constantly pouring that I found that really, really tough this year. So I am so here for these brighter, dry evenings. I've just finished work. Work is quite busy. So I've just eaten a very girl dinner. I literally just got those, I don't know, those like pre-cooked spinach and ricotta pasta, added like a pre-bought tomato sauce on top of it, and just had that quickly, brought in the ponies, and now I am heading to Pilates. And then yeah, I'm looking forward to it actually. I always kind of feel good after having done it, and I definitely always feel it the next day. And then we're going to go home, have a shower, and I'm going to get all cozy. Got a new candle from Neom, which I'm really loving, so I'm going to light that, put on my fireplace jazz music, and then like bang through my essay that I need to do for my course. So yeah, I'm hoping to have like a productive evening. Yeah, let's go. Good evening. I am coming at you from post shower basically, so hence my appearance. I have not a screed of makeup on, and I am in my dressing gown. I do also have my pen's just gone rolling, a lovely cup of tea here. And yeah, basically my evening didn't really go as planned. Basically, sorry, Rua is meowing. Every time I start this, he starts meowing like crazy. But yeah, my evening didn't really go as planned. I did Pilates and it was really, really good. But I suppose after that, I just had to stop off at the shop to buy a few bits on the way home. And I came back and I did procrastinate a little bit. And then Ollie has started doing this really annoying thing where we'll let him out to the back garden to go to the toilet and he just won't come in. And then he'll start like barking, and he just refuses to come in. So basically I needed to go have a shower, but I couldn't leave him out there because sure as eggs are eggs, as soon as I would get in that shower, he would start barking to come in and I would end up having to get out of the shower. So I was trying to get him in before I went into a shower. Anyway, this is all really boring, but it's basically a long-winded way of saying that between that and my procrastinating, I didn't actually get to start my assignment. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and squeeze that in at some other point this week before I go down to Kerry just to get started on a little bit of it. But I have had a nice shower after Pilates, made a nice cup of tea, and I just thought I might chat to you a little bit about like journaling, because this is something I've gotten more into this year. I've always journaled kind of on and off for years, but this year I'm not gonna lie, journal talk on TikTok got me, and like all the different journal ecosystems and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. If I had a journal ecosystem, maybe I would be more organized. So what prompted me to buy this journal, so this is the Paper Republic Grand Voyager. So it's definitely the most money I've ever spent on a notebook. But what I kind of found towards the end of last year, having a house, looking after the horses, having a busy job, just all the additional admin I had taken on, from having the horses at home, and it's sounding like it's like a lot, but I'm just also just not very good at admin. So I was finding I was really struggling to keep up with organizing the horses, like when to buy feed, when to call like my trimmer for their feet. Like, I know it sounds really simple, but I don't know, I've just always struggled with like small like tasks like that. Like I end up putting them off and forgetting about them, and I just kind of find the mental load of having to remember a lot of things quite draining. So I thought, okay, I need to come up with a better way, because the way I was working was burning me out a little bit. So I thought I would invest in a journal and see if that makes a bit of a difference. So basically I wanted it for like weekly planning, but also I wanted it for like my usual journaling stuff, which is like all that kind of brain dumping and manifesting and personal development and planning and stuff like that. So I love the Paper Republic one because it's leather. It smells so good. I've had this one about 6 weeks now, so it looked a lot shinier when I got it. But the good thing about these, and the good thing about all leather really, is it looks better as it ages, so it'll hopefully patina really nicely. I did get my initials engraved on it, yeah, embossed on it. Maybe that's the correct word. So SLK in gold, and they've all different options in terms of what you want to get engraved. And the good thing about this is you can basically just add refills to the notebook. So this is like the notebook, this pale blue one is the notebook that it came with, and I just got that. It's blank paper. I've used quite a bit of it already. I tend to use that one the most, and that's kind of my brain dumpy journal, or if I have big feelings that I need to write down and kind of process and stuff, I will put it in there. Then I was trying to get into commonplace journaling. I'm not going to lie, I'm still kind of struggling to get into that. So basically commonplacing is just like an encyclopedia of things that you find interesting. I have like a pancake recipe in here, which is actually, to be fair, it is a very good pancake recipe. The pancakes end up really delicious and fluffy from that recipe. But yeah, I've got that, and then I've got some kind of book quotes in that one. So I'm not sure, I might repurpose that journal, because I don't know if it's getting the use that it should really. And I also have then this other one, which is actually a moleskin notebook, and I use this for actually YouTube ideas and sort of things that I want to, creative things I want to do, and any kind of creative ideas or writing or anything like that I want to work through or potentially explore. I put them in here. So then, because I am an idiot with no attention span, I ordered this from Paper Republic, and then I decided I'm going to get the weekly planner as well, because obviously that was one of the main reasons I wanted the journal, was to plan my weeks out better and just not have to remember every single little thing I had to do during the week. And I ordered the wrong size. So this is the journal, and yeah, I got the smaller size, so I should have ordered the bigger size, so that would have fit neatly in here. But I was looking up, and to order this on its own, like the shipping is just kind of expensive because it's coming from the Netherlands. So I decided, you know what, I will just actually make do with the smaller one. So I do still use this weekly planner. So like it's just got like, you know, it's not dated, so you can put the date in yourself, so you can work it whatever way you want. Like if you go on holidays and stuff, you might not write in it, but yeah, like basically you could just kind of work it whatever way you want, and it means that none of the paper is wasted because you're starting you're starting whenever you get it, as opposed to at a particular point during the year. So yeah, it is good actually. I do like having it. I do like that setup. So I just wish I had got the bigger size. But I do kind of clip it into the journal with this little swallow paper clip that I got from Amazon. And yeah, that's kind of the journal setup. I treated myself to oh no, my fountain pen just fell down behind the couch. I was going to show you my fountain pen, but I'm obviously not going to now because it's behind the couch. I don't know how I'm going to get that. But yeah, that's my journal. And I have to say, I have really been enjoying it, and I do kind of think this is something I'm going to have for years. Like the fact that I can just take the notebooks out and put new ones in constantly. It's quite sustainable, and yeah, it's just a nice way of doing it. You can also personalize the string that you get, but I just have the orange one that it came with. But yeah, I definitely would recommend it as part of my kind of New Year's goal. I think a lot of people did have this goal to be more analog this year, just because we're all chronically online. So I am well aware that's quite ironic that I'm saying this to a camera, but yeah, that we're just all so chronically online. So yeah, it's another way of getting some mindfulness in. So yeah, that is my journaling setup, my journaling ecosystem. Definitely not the most sophisticated at all. But yeah, I do find it very useful. So I'm going to go now and probably leave this video here because it is quite long, and I'm conscious I have been just basically talking to you a lot in the video and probably not a lot of interesting content. But sometimes that's it. Life is just not that interesting, particularly midweek on a Tuesday when I'm here by myself. So I'm going to go, and definitely will be bringing you along to Kerry to see what we get up to down there. I haven't been down there in, I actually think, over a year, which is crazy. So definitely looking forward to getting down there over Easter and having a bit of a break from work. And yeah, I'll bring you along with me, and I'll chat to you in my next one.